I just realized my feet don't touch the ground. Bro, how does yours touch the ground? Look. I'm like a whole 7 inches away from the ground. So, I wish we were in. If we were sponsored by Intense, I think we'd lose money.
Yes, because
it really sucks. Welcome back to In Progress Podcast. It has definitely been a while.
Yes.
I managed to have grown a full beard from the last episode.
And his feet can't touch the ground.
I can't touch the ground.
It's very amusing.
So we have a new setup.
To be honest, I like this new setup. It's more comfortable.
It is very comfortable. Especially these brand new couches I just bought from this really random place that I still to this day have never heard of. We visited one day, bought the couches. Next day they were in the house. And, I mean, they're nice and all, but I don't even know if that store's open anymore.
What's it called?
Don't know. They had nice couches, though.
So you went to a random place you never heard of, bought couches.
We literally went there to go buy Halloween costumes, and we came out with a couch.
Wow, that's new.
That just shows that I'm not good at this.
I mean, it's a nice couch. Very comfortable, I'd say. And it's like, like my little gamer chair. Sometimes I would not feel comfortable at all. I'll be like this, like, hey, how's it going? So having this, I'll be like, all right, cool, man.
So originally I went to go buy Halloween stuff. Came out with a couch. But eventually I got the Halloween stuff. Did you do anything for your Halloween holiday?
I forgot it was Halloween, man.
Really?
Yeah, I was just working. I'm like, oh yeah, it is Halloween. No, I think I work for an airline, and we have to, like, when passengers come around, it was, I mean, I live in an area where it's like there's nothing. So when passengers get off, it's just regular. So I thought, I'll do a little something. So I just bought like a huge bag of candy, and I just gave it off to the passengers to come off.
Oh, that's good.
And when I got it back, the bowl was empty. So I'm like, well, hey, that works. But other than that, I really didn't do anything. Just ate candy, I guess.
I don't think we did. We didn't do much. We did buy some costumes. We went and saw the new Friday the 13th. Or no, Halloween Kills. When Friday the 13th? Halloween Kills. Sorry.
Was that a good movie?
It sucked.
Oh, nice.
But here's the thing: it sucks so bad that if they make another one, I'm probably gonna watch it too.
Okay, I've never been watching any of the Halloween movies, but I feel like I heard that with this one, the same, no spoilers, but I feel like I heard the same thing that happens in every movie still happened in this one.
Yes.
Like the guy lives or something like that.
He lives.
Okay, spoiler.
So, spoiler alert, the exact same thing that happens in every other movie since 19 fuck it has happened in this movie.
Nice. So would you recommend go see it?
Honestly, just pirate it. Just pirate it.
Speaking of pirating, Dune was a really good movie.
Dune,
pirate that sucker.
I'm gonna watch it off of a completely legitimate way, not a hard drive that was downloaded off a pirated website.
Who would do that? Nobody.
No.
Decent people. But I have to say, without spoiling anything about the movie, Dune is like, because there's a lot of people that said they did not like the movie, and I'm like, all right, let me see it for myself. I want my own opinion for it. And the ratings were good though, so I looked to check it out, and 2.5 hour movie. It ended where I'm like, that's it. Like it really felt like a part one, and then I heard it was only a first or a half of the book, because a book series.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't even finish the book because they showed, because when you have a movie that's based off a book, you can't show everything, or it'd be like 9-hour movie. What they did here is they broke down a lot and showed a lot of important details, but left out a lot as well. But it felt like it was entertaining. It was like opening this new world where they live differently. These are like, they had a helicopter that looked like a dragonfly. Yeah. They had all these different elements and a language.
Sounds like what is that movie? Avatar? Like
it was like it was like Avatar.
Okay.
And like Lord of the Rings has all this aestheticism with it. It's its own thing.
Of all like Avatar, Lord of the Rings. Yeah. I'm a big fan of that.
I think you'll like Dune, but the only downside is there's not much plot.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't think that was the big reason why it was so good. It loved the world, It was very cool. But other than that, what other movies have been playing? Have you seen Shang-Chi yet?
No,
Shang-Chi?
I actually haven't seen that. I want to see that. I've heard a lot of good things.
Good movie. For the first hour.
I've heard there's another Marvel movie, Invincibles.
Oh, Internals. I heard that bomb.
I heard it sucks.
Like bad. So I have to talk about Internals. No spoilers, but Was that it? Like, come on.
So far, movies have not been doing too hot lately.
But let me tell you about some shows though that have been doing really
Shows.
good. You.
Okay, before we get
Netflix.
on to the topic, we watched You about, I mean, it had to have been almost like a year. Not even a year, maybe, I mean, it was a long time ago. We watched the first season. Great. And whenever the first season ended, we were like, is that it?
Right.
What? And then you told me you got into it, and I looked up and there's now another season.
Yeah, season 3 came out not too long ago.
I want to get into the next season, but I watched You a long time ago. Great movie. Or TV show, sorry. Great TV show. And it has you, like every episode, it has you on your toes.
Yeah, it's definitely a kind of show where I like that. It does not feel like a Netflix kind of show. The where it's the propaganda where they try to put the stuff in your face, like, hey, you believe this, you do this, and it was not cliche. It's not like any of those shows where it's just feel like a Netflix. It's actually, I feel like, a genuine good show, and you don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
And you think like, oh wow, without spoilers, you're like, oh, this is nice, and then bam, there's a plot twist. I'm like, oh shoot, okay, it's like, let me watch more. I end up, staying up to 5 o'clock in the morning, like, dang, this is a good show.
That does remind me today. It was actually right before we started doing this. I saw a commercial it's a new Adult Swim. Usually Adult Swim doesn't put out really anything great. I mean,
Yeah, not anymore.
It's kind of just mediocre. But
Mediocre? They got the
Mediocre.
Meanie ogres. Source just came over here, had a big on her phone, just said nerd.
Anyway, the Adult Swim's coming out with another TV show, and it looked kind of interesting. You know how they're like the Avengers, like how they had like all the Avengers movies, and that one where it was like the Endgame, whatever. They had all the Avenger characters in one scene fighting.
Yeah, Avengers Assemble.
Yeah, well, they're doing this thing with it's kind of odd. They have this one new character who it's Adult Swim based. Like, the TV show's glitched, and all these old Cartoon Network characters like Dexter's Laboratory, a lot in that genre. I can't think of them. Ed, stuff like that. They're glitched, and now they're evil. And she's going from every one of these old episodes that we watched as kids, and now it's like an Avengers Endgame style, where literally they're fighting head to head with old Cartoon Network episodes fighting against each other.
Interesting. And this is Cartoon Network or Adult Swim?
Adult Swim. So, like, Dexter's Laboratory was obviously Cartoon Network.
Right.
Now, they didn't show a lot, but they showed some people. Dexter's Laboratory, his sister, they showed her face, so of course he's in it. They showed a lot of other, like, common Cartoon Network, like, regular show, other ones that is going to happen. They're all colliding, and I don't know much about it. I've only seen, like, a hint of it, and it may have been a fever dream. I don't know, but it honestly looked interesting, and I never really watched Adult Swim.
So they were like fighting?
Yeah, it's like Avengers style Cartoon Network. They're getting all the old ones. I think they said something about Johnny Bravo too.
Wow. Shoot, I don't know. I was trying to think of like other things like with shows that were happening. This is not really like Avengers style, but like you've watched Squid Game, right?
Yeah, I watched all of it.
That little show
that's talked about that.
No, we have. Surprisingly, we have not talked about.
Wow, we have a lot to talk about them.
At the time when Squid Game first came out, well, not when it first came out, but a little after it started going viral. It was like if you made anything about Squid Game, you would get a lot of views.
Yeah.
What was your opinion on Squid Game?
It was good, but not great.
Okay.
It was good to where I was like focused. But in the back of my mind, I was like, it kind of speaks for itself. Like, you kind of know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But one thing that made me feel really good about it is that this isn't the end of it. There's more coming. And I think there's more coming. I hope there is.
Yeah, I saw the creator did not plan a season 2. But now, I think he might now because, popularity and stuff.
And it looked good, how they kind of ended it. It has a good story. It's great. I can see why everybody likes it. I like it personally. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying don't watch it. I'm just saying it's not what it's hyped up to be. And I think the hype train is what's making people not exactly like it.
I think that because it's definitely overrated.
Yes, it's definitely overrated.
It's not a bad show, per se. And for people that like gore, I think you'll like it with like murdering and stuff. I'm not a really big fan of that, so that kind of took me out of it. But I was like, and I did like drop it at first. I'm like, this is not for me. But when it's like all over your TikTok feed,
you gotta watch it.
Yeah, so I'm like, fine, I'll go. And yeah, there were like good moments. And I have to say this, it's not a bad show when you can binge it all in a day.
Yeah.
So it's very bingeable. But it's like after you finish it, you're like, okay.
I was literally driving from here to Tampa, Florida, and I watched all of it on the way to Tampa.
You watched it driving?
Driving. Can I say that?
Oh, no. Did you watch it in English? Bro, come on.
I watched the dub. Okay.
Dude.
In my defense.
No way you think it's okay.
In my defense, I was driving, and I can't read and drive at the same time.
I thought you were about to say drunk. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because when you said you were driving, there's no way you were watching it.
The dub was terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It's
been memed, that's how bad it is.
It's like, you'll have like a dramatic scene, and they're like, oh no, our table, it's broken.
It's that bad, man. I can't watch it. I
It's
only
bad.
saw clips of it, and I'm like,
And I watched the whole thing, and I was like, it's kind of gay. But
how gay?
I like Squid Game's game.
Oh, nice.
Dubbed Squid Game's game.
Oh, you're the one that says Squid Games, like the plural S.
Squid Games.
Squid Game. I mean, essentially, it doesn't really matter.
Wait, is Squid Games with an S?
No S.
Yeah, Squid Game. Squid. Am I saying Squid Games?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Squid Games does sound more better. Like, it sounds better because you got multiple games. But yeah, it's Squid Game. Some guy, I remember he tweeted, he says, like, amount of times I've heard people said Squid Games, I would be rich right now.
You know, that reminds me, back in the day, that guy you're talking about reminds me of back in the day whenever it was like, remember when we would text and they'd like, people would correct like, your. Like,
with apostrophe.
I can't stand those people.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't really matter.
Sources is one of those people.
Oh, dang.
Do you know the difference?
Yeah.
Between your?
Okay, what's the difference?
Your, like, that's personalized as yours. There's your, and then there's yours.
You are, and yours.
You and you are.
Yeah.
Like,
RE is like the apostrophe, like put like a you are.
yeah.
Like, you are doing this, you're doing
I did that in English class when we were in high school, I swear. Hold on. Okay, we're talking about YOU apostrophe RE.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are.
You are.
Yeah.
I keep thinking it's the
Eagle
other one.
Joseph. But yeah, good stuff.
All I know in high school is that depending on, like, there's a your and then there's a yours. There's a way that it symbolizes that it's personally yours, and then there's a thing that's about you. But I couldn't remember. I didn't do much English. That's dumb. We don't really know English that well.
Nah, it's bad too because we're Americans. We barely know about the world, let alone our language. Mm-hmm. And I remember in English class, I was I think you remember Miss Beach.
Miss Bitch.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just like going through that stage of puberty.
I made her cry so many times.
Oh, dang, bro.
Sorry.
And she was I don't know. It was that English class, but I don't feel like I learned anything in that class.
No,
But it wasn't on her though. It was just like, I don't know. It was at that stage where I'm like, I legit would backtalk her, and I didn't even like realize I was.
Yeah, I made her cry several times, but I knew about her because I kind of knew her family because I went to church with like some of her family, whatever, at that time, and she knew nothing about education. Her husband, his parents died. They left all their money to him. He became rich because of their success. He never went to college. I don't even think he finished high school. She barely finished high school. And she became a teacher through just having that money and donating it to the school.
Man, that'll be nice to have a lot of money, man.
Yeah, so she became a teacher with no education. Then, when she became a teacher, she had no idea what she was doing, and she got in trouble every day. But she couldn't get fired because she donated money every year to the football team. Football was the biggest thing at high school, so if you didn't have football, we made no money.
Right.
That's where we got most of our
So that's how
stuff
she
from.
got it. So,
Yes.
Miss Beach, if you're watching this, logo exposed you. So
Yeah, so suck a dick.
or go get them. I don't know. But no, that would be, just think about if you had all that money, something happened like that, and you got all that money. What would you do? What would you go? Would you go donate to a school? Would
You
you
know,
go travel?
I was actually
Spend it
just
on porn? Like what?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you do?
I could own a porn website.
There you go.
But that's a quick way to get rich is to own a porn site. Like that's how like Pornhub and X videos and stuff like that started up.
It sells.
But back to the original question. If I was to be given all that money like that, and now this is going to sound really dumb. I'm going to sound like one of those like stupid people. I don't want it.
You don't want it.
I don't want it. I know it sounds dumb, but if like a
You don't
relative,
want to kill hundreds of people for like $30 million.
that would actually that's different. That's different because then that money was actually worked upon.
Dude,
If like
I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but just bring a Squid Game again. Why would you want to kill so many people and go through all this, so much stress for freaking $30 million? Because when he said like billion won or whatever Korean,
it sounds like a
currency.
lot.
Yeah, but then when you convert it, it's like $30 million,
It's not.
dude.
I get he did pick out the most desperate people, and 30 million can get you through your
True.
life and through your kids. And I guess that'd be the same thing. Like if I had to choose, like all the people die versus me getting all that money. I mean, of course, in all of our normal 2020, 2021, soon to be 2022 minds, we're all so selfish. We'd be like, "Oh, fuck them, give me the money."
A lot of people. Oh yeah, I know a lot of people be like
Yeah.
that.
I don't really think that a human on this world, unless you're a fucking stupid asshole, could take all that money and not feel any guilt from it. Because you're part of it.
I think it's like when you're in that lifestyle stuff, you just get so succumbed by the by the money. Or
Like,
I haven't been watching any anime. Maybe that's why it's in my mind. I don't know. I don't know, man. I was just thinking, like, man, if I had all that money, I would just travel everywhere. And
Yeah.
the thing too is like, so far I've been wanting to travel more. So last time, we went to Houston, and now I'm very curious in like going in other places. I want us to travel as well because we plan on traveling. I know we always say we plan on traveling, so we will. But
there's a thing. It's around the time whenever Robin Williams had passed away, I had realized something because a lot of people were talking about it. Like, whenever you travel, like let's say you have all the money in the world and you're allowed, you can go wherever you want. At the snap, you can go. I want to go to Bolivia. There, I want to go to Russia. There. Well, when you do that, don't go so quick. Like if I was to get all that money and I could go anywhere, I could choose. Oh, I want to go to Hawaii. Bam, I'm going to Hawaii tomorrow.
right.
Well, now you've ruined that. I mean, not ruined. I'm sorry, you haven't ruined your experience, but you've already gave away one of your experiences, and you're like, oh, well, now I can never experience that for the first time ever again. So when you go back, it's not as.
Yeah. I wouldn't like rush it, and be like here, there.
Like once a year, go to some nice places.
But stay there for a while,
Stay
not
there
just
for a
like
while.
go for like a few days. Like stay there for like a couple months, and go with the locals and experience more and see how their lifestyle is, and maybe even try to learn some more languages.
What I want to do, like as flying wise, I want to go to these major places, but I'd like to go to the places that aren't so major. Some places that are like rural or like different, that people aren't like. When you think of a very like special place you want to go, bam, don't go to that place. Go to like the 5th runner-up, somewhere that's not really famous. Go there, spend a little while, go to these other small places, and then work up to bigger places. Because if you go to these bigger places, these smaller places don't seem like nothing no more.
No, and not many people go to, because everybody always goes to the tourist sections, because that's where everything is there to do what you want to do. But sometimes, the rural areas, small towns, sometimes that actually is the atmosphere of what some people want to look for.
Like, I went to Alaska. We talked about that. I went to Alaska, but I went to Ohio. When I went to Ohio was ruined because I went to Alaska.
Because Alaska was a lot bigger
Alaska was a lot better. I was expecting more of the temperature because we don't have a lot of that temperature here. We don't have that cold.
True.
So when I was in Alaska, I was like, wow, it's really cold here. Oh, my goodness. And then I got to Ohio, and I'm like, I'm used to this already. I'm not surprised. And then
just another thing, just in a different city.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I was like, wow, this is great. I don't get to experience this a lot, but I've already had better. It's like going to a really nice restaurant, and then you choose to go to a shitty restaurant next, and you're like, man, I missed that nice restaurant.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the time when I tried pita bread for the first time. I'm like, this is godlike. This is the best thing ever. And then I tried it next time. I'm like,
there was something we had done, and I was like, this is great. We did it again. I was like, it sucks.
What did we do? We did a lot of things like that.
We do it all the time. We do it all the
Yeah,
time.
all the time. I know one time we went to this place called Rocket Fizz.
Rocket.
And
Oh, we
drank
went there
all
like
those
7
drinks.
times.
Yeah, I'm surprised we kept going. We got discounts, and every time we went back, we forgot to give the discounts,
Yep.
so we just paid the same amount. And I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
How'd they get
every
you?
time I go to Yakiniku too, they give me a discount, and I keep forgetting to give them the discount, so I keep paying the full price. And what am I even doing? I keep leaving the discounts at my freaking house. I'm getting upset because I'm not saving any money. I'm getting pissed, man. Speaking of saving money, I did save money so I could go travel because I went to Atlanta the other day. I don't know if I told you about that, but I went to the Coke Factory. It was really fun. There's great things there. And then my Uber driver dude, he was from Africa. And he was just saying, and I asked him, like, hey, what are the cool things?
Let's talk about that. I actually have never been on an Uber before.
Really?
Ever.
Really?
Oh, sorry.
It's fun. What happened? You alright?
So I've never been on an Uber,
Uber, yeah.
I've never Ubered before.
Kind of like a taxi, just a random guy.
Yeah.
Or a girl.
I mean, I've ridden with random people before that I don't know.
Yeah,
But
so I mean, it's basically the same
pay
thing.
them.
You just go and ask them like, "Hey, what's your name?" Oh, you're. But I don't ask them like, "Hey, are you my Uber driver?" Whoever does that's an idiot. Sorry.
that's legit what I would have done.
But
I was
no.
just thinking in my head, how do I greet this person?
Because you go up, you because on the app it shows you who the person is. It shows a picture of them and what they'll be driving, their license plate.
Yeah.
So they come up and you see them, and before I say anything, like even if they don't say anything to me first, I ask them like, "Hey, are you Frederick? You know, are you Tashina or whatever?"
Yeah.
So usually they go and ask you like, "Hey, are you Logo?" You know, they'll go and ask you and stuff. So it's like for safety. And I even checked too, like, because the first time I was like, let me see all this stuff. And on the app, it shows you like if you feel like you're in danger, they have these buttons, they have like these numbers and all this stuff that makes it like more safe. But it's really, at the end of the day, it's like a taxi. I mean, it's basically they
Like
just
fake taxi.
And here's the thing. Oh, what's fake taxi, Logo? For the people that don't know.
It's like a taxi, but it's fake. Are you looking up what fake sources is looking up?
Oh, she called you a whore. How do you feel about that?
Well, it looks like we're taking a fake taxi pretty soon.
Oh, dang.
By myself. But
no, it's cool. And I think it's very convenient, especially when you have no vehicle. You know, when you're traveling and stuff. It's just, it gets a little expensive. If you don't have like an Uber Pass or Lyft. You know?
So that's one thing because we live in an area where Uber really isn't really it's not a thing. Nobody. If you do Uber around here, are you making money? Or are you losing money? I have a feeling you would lose money working for Uber around this area.
Yeah, because it's so much land to travel.
Yeah.
But not much there.
Yeah, there's nothing like if you want to go to the mall, you better get ready for a good long trip because there's no good malls anywhere besides like an hour away, hour and 30 minutes away.
Yep.
And I mean, you can make good money doing that, but back and forth, you're not really going anywhere but back and forth.
No, man, I think I spent like $100 just Ubering.
Really?
Yeah, and I grabbed the Uber Pass because it saves money. I even did Uber Eats too, just have food delivered to me. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. Then I checked the price and I'm like, well, it's not worth it. I had $20 for a Chick-fil-A meal. But it was
I did that
still
with what was that one thing? Sources that I messaged you when I was at the hotel room. I was like, oh, I'm just going to download this app.
This app, DoorDash.
DoorDash.
I love DoorDash.
Man, they're expensive.
They very.
I was trying to order a damn pizza, and that shit was expensive.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry, it wasn't. It was Burger King. I wanted Burger King, and I was like,
oh, what happened to pizza, man?
well, I did order.
I was getting a move for a pizza. You said Burger King.
I did order Burger King. I'm sorry, I did order a pizza after I did not get the Burger King.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I wanted Burger King. I wanted a big ass burger, and I downloaded the app, and I'm like, sweet, I finally am getting in with modern society. I now can be a lazy fuck like everybody else in this whole world. And I saw the price, and I was like, fuck, I'll just go drive my fucking self. Because literally, I look out my hotel window, and there's Burger King right there. That's how fucking lazy I was.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Like, if I'm lazy, I'll pay the price. I mean, let's say if you're in quarantine somewhere, obviously that's what you gotta do. But yeah, bro, like I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna drive. It's like I'm not Uber. Like, it depends. If I can't leave, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like, nah, I'll just drive myself. It's not worth it.
I did get in trouble. It reminded me, that same hotel that I was in that hotel for work. But that same hotel that I was in, I could not go to the lobby. I could not be in the lobby without a mask. I could go anywhere else except the lobby without a mask. So I remember I had just gotten done with work. Work does not provide. Work just says you don't have to wear a mask. Nowhere I go, only that hotel in the whole city is the only hotel that requires a mask. So when I walk in after a long day, she's like, "Go back to your vehicle and get a mask." But I'm already paying for a room there.
Right.
So, of course, me being me, fuck you, I'm walking to the elevator, and nobody's going to stop me. When I get to the room, it's going to be locked, and then you can't walk in.
See, they got a key.
I mean, walk in. Fuck me. I mean, there's no
You can't
camera.
walk in. Okay, well, walk in.
There's no cameras in there, so whatever happens, happens.
Dang, man.
I mean, that's the thing. But
Fake taxi.
fake hotels.
Oh.
See, look,
There's
that's
a
how we
big-
get rich.
Bro.
Fake hotel.
Buy porn site. Fake hotel.
Fake hotel.
You're welcome. There's free idea right there.
If you support this, support me on Patreon. For
Support you on Patreon.
what is that? Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
Porn hotels. Fake hotel.
Fake hotel.
Can I talk about this without being censored? Does
you
porn have to be censored?
I don't know. Maybe not. No. Just talk about what you want, man.
Okay. So that's how we get rich.
Yeah. But
And-
no, going back to the Uber driver. Switch it off from there. But no, I asked when I was traveling with the guy. I asked him because it's the touristy question about like, hey, what's fun to do around here, And he told me, he laughed and he's just like, of all the states in America, in the United States of America, Georgia is number 48 in terms of things to do for fun.
What?
And I'm like, what?
To us, that's like the best place in the world.
I'm like, was my state 50? Like,
Our state has to be like -3 because it sucks.
bro, it's like but there were still some cool things to check out and stuff. Like I mentioned earlier, the Coca-Cola Factory. Have you
How
ever
was
been
that?
there?
I think when I was a little kid, I went, but I don't remember it.
It'd be probably really fun as a kid. I think I just got really tired at the end, and this is what happened. So I went. It was really cool. You got to hear a lot of things about how the Coca-Cola Factory, how they started, and all the history behind it, and all that.
How they put drugs in their drinks.
Yeah, I couldn't really care less though. I was just curious. I just wanted to try the free Cokes that are around the world, the different like Fantas and all these different drinks. And I tried China's drink, and it was disgusting. But they had like Philippines and Peru, and some of it was really good. Germany, but they had this polar bear that you take a picture with. It was a big costume of a polar bear, but I guess because Coke has this.
The polar bear.
Yeah.
You don't really see that no more.
No, you don't. So I was like, why do they still have this? But
Maybe it's a Christmas thing.
it was an interesting thing. They had one section that was decorated for Halloween.
Hey, sources, look up the name of that polar bear for the Coca-Cola franchise.
Ooh, that'll be interesting. But yeah, I think it was cool. It was a place to like if you want to take like a date or like like kids.
Yeah.
It'd be a great thing to go to. But I once you go through they call it the taste it room where you try all the drinks. You go this exit into the Coca-Cola store.
Yeah.
And you can't go back in through that way, so it's like an exit only. So I'm thinking like, oh, that's it. So I'll go in there. I bought like a little canister Cocoa, whatever, and I'll walk out, and then I find out that there was like 6 more rooms I didn't see, and I'm like, oh crap, did I just waste my money? But ask somebody at the security lady, and this is how it shows you the difference between where we lived and there. Where if I wanted to go in the store, I had to get security checked, and they like pat me down, scan it, check my bags and all that, just to go into a store.
Whoa.
And so I went back in there, and I just walked through, and I got to go through all the other rooms and stuff. So it was something different. But at the end, I was just tired, and I'm like, I was literally like the last rooms. I was just like speed walking. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I think like me by myself, it's hard to go to that kind of stuff. But like if I'm on a date, yeah, it'd be something great. Like I love the aquarium. I love going to the aquarium. By myself, I still love it, but I'd go a lot faster, and I wouldn't enjoy it as much.
Yes.
Because I did go on a date to the aquarium, and I spent more time because with that person looking at it. And
Oh, is that when I was third wheeling?
yeah,
Yeah, I'm a third wheel all the time. So.
but we had fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Wait, is that the time when we got drunk? I mean, buzzed.
No, I got drunk.
Oh, That was the first time I got buzzed. And I'm like, this
That
is
was
what it
on
means.
like my fiance's third date.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the first. That was like when I was just getting to know your fiance, the source.
So now we're engaged. On third date, we got drunk.
Yeah, I think because she was like, not to like out you or anything, but she was like very quiet and shy. And then once the mimosa started going down, it was
She
just
wouldn't
like,
shut the fuck up.
I'm like, calm down. No, but it was fun. And
Yeah.
I kind of want to go back to. We always say I want to go back to New Orleans now, but now that we'll be able to fly for free now, it's like,
We just fought in New Orleans.
yeah. Well, no.
Wait.
We could take a train. That'd be kind of cool.
I do want to take a train.
Yeah, I've never taken a train before.
Me either. I thought that was a thing of the past.
Yeah, but apparently still here. Only in America. Man, I don't know if you freaking see these Asian countries, bro. It's like the next level. Like these trains, like how they work and what they do.
I saw a TikTok today of a train hitting a, like, you know, an 18-wheeler that carries like the brand new cars in the back.
Yeah.
Saw a train hit one of those, and I didn't know how strong a train was until it completely fucking obliterated that truck.
Bro, trains are like they don't care, man.
And it was one of those bullet trains too, like it's
Ooh,
big.
Yeah, Shinkansen.
But I do want to start. I did check a subway system one time whenever I was in Atlanta, I think. I think it was a subway. It's really weird. I was scared to death because all you ever see is horror movies and action movies in the subway system. Nothing ever good ever happens in the subway.
Reminds me of a Spider-Man. He was trying to hold the train.
Oh yeah, the iconic scene where he's
Yeah.
just screaming.
Dude, I've been watching Spider-Man recently too. Have you? old
With the
ones?
new NordVPN, sponsor me.
Oh.
With the new NordVPN on the Australian server, German server.
Was it on the Australia? I was looking for it. I could not
They
find
have all the John Wicks on the German server
it. On Netflix.
on Netflix, and they have all the Spider-Man's movies
Spider-Man movies.
because they have Tom Holland's and all the other two.
Andrew Garfield.
And oh my gosh, the number
And
one,
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. They have all those, I think, on the Australian one.
Dude, I feel like my nostalgic age is disappearing because I try to watch the second movie again with Tobey Maguire, and I was getting bored.
Yeah,
Like I'm like, man, is this?
it's hard. It's really hard.
I thought it was really good. Maybe it's just the meme or see. That's the thing about nostalgia lies, because you think about, oh man, I love that. I used to love that as a kid, and then when you watch it again, it's just like, bro, this sucks.
Yeah, I fucking tried to watch Blue's Clues back in the day.
Man, Blue's Clues is the shit, man. What you talking about?
It
man?
was
That's
good.
like-
It was good, but then I watched it and I was like, back in the day, I'm like, fuck, this CGI fucking sucks.
Oh, it was CGI. Man, now I feel like I feel like if I go back now, I'll be like, oh man, that does suck.
And then I can remember being a little kid watching Barney or something like that, Winnie the Pooh or something like that, and they had like a live thing where Winnie the Pooh came in real life, and then they have another one where like, oh, it's Halloween at Barney's, and I was like, as a kid, I love those movies.
Oh yeah.
I watched it whenever I was like 19 or 20, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, I now have to watch movies with sex, drugs, and money for me to even be like, like, it's so hard to make me laugh during a movie now.
It is. I think TikTok's the thing that makes me laugh, bro.
Yeah.
I could legit. I think with TikTok, I can laugh in seconds. Like I'll just like do nothing, and it takes me a while to laugh in a movie. But I'll go on TikTok, watch one video, I'll be like, I'll chuckle, and then I'll read the comments, and then I'll be dying laughing.
Dude, the
bro.
comics,
Comments are the best.
comments
part.
are the best. They are
They
like,
used to suck, man. Like, remember how YouTube comments used to be, where it was just used to be trash comments, and everybody would just be like, it'd be negative, and I'm like, I can't read these. And I don't know, all of a sudden, the internet started getting good, and like, hey, let's just start memeing everything.
it completely flipped. Like, YouTube, watch the video, don't look at the comments. TikTok, don't watch the video, look at the comments. Because there's been some of those, don't let me offend anybody. Hold on, don't let me. Where's the offensive? Here's the offensive alarm.
Fizz button.
All you fucking plebs out there that are like, oh, my life sucks. My dad died. I gained this new ability where I cut myself. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit.
Okay,
Comment
this is silly.
section. Comment section is the best.
Yeah, they would like legit the things that you would think they would say it as well.
There was one video of a guy, he was pretending to be like emo, and he's like, it only takes one more person to say one negative thing to me, I'm going to shoot myself. And in the video, he's pretending to shoot himself. Number one comment. Because in the video, he's like, has a gun, and then it played the noise of like the bang, and he like did that.
Yeah.
Then he looked back at the camera, and he like tears. And then the first comment was, you missed.
Dang.
Like,
These people got no filter.
none. And I was legit, I did not like the video. I liked the comment.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I was just like, this video sucked. That comment's funny. You know?
But I noticed this too, is not only liking that video, me liking the comment, I started getting weird videos that popped up of where I only was
yeah.
liking the comment.
Yeah, if people would do that, if you comment or if you like a comment, it still shows you videos like that on there
And that reminds me, you ever
on your For You page.
have you seen, like, I watched a video the other day and it had to do with my job that I do personally. And I was watching.
Yeah, aren't you a porn star?
Yeah. So they had said, like, Viagra makes your dick bigger. It doesn't make it bigger. It just makes it harder. That's it. Anyway. At my personal job that I do off camera, this person was talking about it. Off camera.
Okay.
I kind of see how ironic that is.
Yeah.
So he was talking about it, and he's like, guys, you see these right here? They do this, this, and this. And I literally install these things he's talking about, and I'm like, that's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
You're an idiot.
No, that's the thing, yeah.
It was,
Dude, TikTok's fake, man.
it is.
Some
It was,
of it's very rare.
and you did it too. You remember when we worked at that job? We did, we installed cameras for Walmarts back in the day.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's these cameras that are over the self-checkouts that look at you.
Oh, I feel like I saw that TikTok.
He was talking about, if you see these cameras, then they alert the authorities. The cameras don't do any of that.
No, they don't.
They don't.
They don't care.
The cameras don't do nothing. All they do is see you.
Yeah, it's like that. No, it's not.
Now,
No.
if you did scan a banana and it came up as banana, but it's actually a 75-inch TV, then it knows, because you
Yeah,
kind
there's a
of...
big difference there.
It knows, but also, who the fuck wouldn't know?
Dude, I don't think Walmart cares anymore, man.
They really don't.
The time when we worked there, setting up those cameras, they had people stealing stuff left and right.
Oh, that reminds... It's probably a bad time to bring this up, but sources... when you were at work the other day and I visited you, back over there where they sell the men's bags, you have these little things that are clipping onto bags, like with a clip. I watched a man grab one of those and put it in his pocket and walk out the door. I forgot to say something.
Forgot
until
to
now.
The
So he stole
guy,
that.
the guy was actually Logo.
Anyway, so I kind of think that's cool because now I'm out of the business, so now I can talk about it. Because now I'm not doing that no more. Thank God. So back in the day, me and you, we used to go to Walmarts across the state.
Oh yeah.
And we used to install high-grade security cameras for
Yes.
Walmarts. Would you say that job was great?
It has a pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
A lot of cons.
A lot of cons. Good money.
Yeah, it was bad.
Stupid people.
We were actually doing that job when we started doing the podcast
When we started the podcast,
with
we were
three
working.
people.
And it fucking sucked. I won't lie. The job was great back then, but now I realized I should have never done it.
I think it was. I feel like it was a good experience.
Yeah.
It was that kind of thing. Did there, done that, never again.
Never again.
Kind of thing. But
We really, though, it sparked a lot that would have never happened if we wouldn't have been working there.
right, and I feel like let's talk a little bit about that in case if people don't know about the environment of working, because we worked at night.
Yeah, and that was before coronavirus, so Walmart was still open.
Yeah.
Oh,
24 hours.
Yeah, you could still walk in and buy stuff, but there wasn't a lot of people that came in.
Just drug and crackheads.
Yeah, a lot of crackheads. I can remember specifically, I was actually talking to sources about this the other day. I can remember being up on a scissor lift in the ceiling, putting up a camera, and I legit watched a girl collapse in the middle of the floor and stop moving because she was, I don't know if you know what whippets are. It's whenever you clean like your keyboard with the pressurized air,
Yeah.
pressurized air, if you
Yeah.
turn it upside down and you inhale it, it makes you high. It kills brain cells like immediately. Well, she did that so
wow.
much she passed out and almost died. This is how much I don't care no more. This job made me not care. Is when she collapsed, I was like,
Goes back to do what you do.
click.
Oh dang.
She sat there for a while until I looked over. No one helped her. No Walmart employees helped her. She got up on her own. And then she walked over and she told an employee, "Hey, I passed out." And he goes, "What the fuck do you want me to do about it?"
It's at night. Everything feels different at night.
Yeah.
Like nobody cares, and you can never see any good-looking people there at night too. Because I'm always like, legit, when we work night all the time, I'm like, what happened to like the attractive women? Like, where'd they go? I haven't seen one in so long.
You have to be ready for this job too, because it's like
The the environment could be like a little rough.
Yeah, it's like signing a contract with the devil. You get what you want, but you also lose things that you really needed.
Yes.
Like, you don't get sleep no more, no family, no life. Your life is at night.
It's a different night as well, because like I work at night on my job, but it's like I get off like maybe at the latest was like 1 o'clock in the morning. This was like we'll be working there till like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we'd start about 6 to 8 o'clock at night, and we'd get off. Well, so I always let y'all go.
Yeah,
earlier.
Logo worked longer hours.
I had, for some reason, I went a week working 24-hour shifts every day,
and it's not fun.
And here, I had somebody ask me this the other day because I told them at the job I'm at now, they were like, or at the job I was at, they were like, "You work 24-hour shifts? That's impossible." No. I would literally, starting on Monday, I went to sleep on Sunday night, got up Monday, worked Monday morning all the way till night, worked that night, and I kept going all the way until Friday night. Mm-hmm. And that was no sleep. The only sleep I got was on my maybe 10-minute lunch break that I would take. And I never took a lunch break whenever we all worked. I never really
Man, what
did.
you mean? We took like 2-hour lunch breaks.
Oh,
bro.
yeah. Well, that's whenever I didn't give a fuck about my job no more.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, when Logo first started, it was like he was like dead set on doing the job, doing a great job, being professional, because he was the lead as well. So he was like, making sure he's doing the right thing. And then after we got more comfortable and more used to it, then as time went on, he stopped caring more. And then it's just like, let's just go to Waffle House, or let's go
sit at Waffle House for 2. That's actually where the video of me kicking the waffle.
Oh yeah, let's just throw back to one of our first podcasts where Logo got pissed at the guy working at Waffle House, so he kicked the waffle under the table and left.
Because this is kind of how the podcast literally started, was because of installing cameras. We were so drained and we hated it that we had no life. We'd all go do a podcast just to keep going.
Well, not just that, but I think originally why we wanted the podcast is because the conversation we would have would be like freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
And then for some reason when we started doing the podcast, it's like, man, it's not that funny.
Source, whenever the guy I will not mention, who whenever we worked with him, he used to make a list of things that we talked about.
Who I will not mention.
He used to make a list of things that I used to say. Well, I mentioned that to Sources, and she does it now.
Oh, yeah, because Logo would have these strangest quotes that sometimes you don't, like, sometimes Logo says something and just goes right over my head. And then I stop and think of what he just said, and I'm like, what the heck did he just say? Like, hold on, let me replay that again. And sometimes, man, how your brain works, I don't it's I kind of admire it because I wish sometimes my brain worked like that.
The older I get, I don't know if you could say I just don't give a fuck no more, but it really is like I don't have no shame, I guess, or either I'm not thinking and I just say something. The job was hell. The job was absolute hell. The people who worked there were hell. Everything about it was hell, but us being around each other made the job 10 times better.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I think because at that moment, it was like, I never had a job where I was working with friends, and I thought that was like the best job I feel like I ever had, because it's like every job I was always strict in certain areas. Then I'll talk to some people, but I was still do this. This one, it was just like, just friends doing work, but having a good time, and then, just hanging out. But here's the thing, though. Since we saw each other every day, the weekends was kind of like the break from each other.
Yeah, we never talked in the weekends.
Like Friday, Saturday, it's just like gone, nothing. Because I mean, I feel like that as well as like, it's like you need breaks from everybody, And so it's like, well, hey, I'm going to see these guys Monday as well. So it's like maybe I'll go like just do something else,
Oh, here's an example. Whenever it was Friday, and we got home the next day, the man who will not be named would be like, "Hey, Logo, do you want to play Dark Souls with me? Here's me."
Exactly.
And I go back to sleep because
audio listeners,
not that I hate him. I don't hate, but it's that you spend so much time with somebody, you gotta take a break before you hate them.
That's anybody, yeah.
And I guess the job does too. It makes you hate people. It makes you learn how to hate people.
Yeah, it was a lot of negativity. I wouldn't say there's positivity in it where when it was just me and you working, we would like mess with the security cameras and then look through. And this is when I realized that the security cameras at Walmart, like they zoom in very well, and they like you showed, you could be on your phone at Walmart and the camera can zoom in on your phone and see the details of what you're doing.
Yeah, I did that multiple times where I'd have somebody on their phone and I'd be looking at a camera and I can zoom all the way in and I can read whatever's on their phone. If they pull their license out, I can see their license.
The license plate outside too. Once you get in Walmart parking lot, even at the end, they can see your license plate vividly. So it's like basically when you get there, you screwed. So you better be sneaky.
There's not many dead zones, and that's kind of what my job was, and our job was to make sure that everything was seen.
But there were some dead zones for pretending like you work there. Like, and I realized for doing that, if you just got a vest on and a hard hat, that's it. You walk in the back, nobody bats an eye.
Yep.
You know?
I remember the same job. I was not working that day. They called me and said that another tech was at that job site a month before, and he left his ladder. And they were like, hey, could you walk in there since you're nearby? Could you go get it? I'm wearing khaki shorts, a tank top, my hat, nothing. Like, I'm wearing flip-flops, no vest, nothing.
Yeah.
I walk straight in the back, right wherever I want, into the back of Walmart, grab the ladder and walk out. No one said a word to me. I never told them I was coming. They never knew I was coming.
Yep.
Nothing. I could have taken what I wanted. And that's literally how I have 90% of the stuff, because I just walked in and grabbed it from Walmart. I mean, I didn't steal it, though. But
whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police.
there is, and I know the people who work for Walmart, too. We just had a guy we talked to yesterday who worked for Walmart. He actually started working like a week or two ago. Hates it. Working for Walmart fucking sucks. You can make good money if you stay long enough until you're above the people who suck. But if you're not above those people, then they're going to make your life hell.
Yeah, that's what sucks, man. Literally, like when you have people that can't do their job right, but they have seniority over you. It's like...
And the guy who was working there, the reason why he quit, he never showed up. Like, he went there and he was like, nah, fuck it, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
The reason why he stopped was because he was working his ass off. He was trying to make a good impression, do everything he could, and he even got to a day he was like, let me be lazy and let me just do my work at my pace I can go. He noticed that he was done, and he'd look around and everybody's just playing around, and then he'd have to do their work. And they would legit tell him, well, I'm not doing it, you can do it. And that's how they were getting raises back and forth, and he could see that the people who were lazy were getting raises, and he would never have gotten anywhere. So he decided to quit. So it shows that, like, what we saw there.
We don't recommend doing it. Like, we don't recommend, like, working at Walmart or anything like that. No offense to Walmart.
You still have that list yet? Dang. I've been waiting on it. Dang.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the list. These are some of the quotes from Logo. Unironically, like, he just says this on a regular basis. Hold on, let me read these. Let me see. All right, so these are the stuff Logo says. The cutest thing you ever see is when a grown man spills chocolate milk all over his chest.
That's what you said.
Oh, that's what I said, because I was sitting there drinking chocolate. I'm still a child deep down. I drink Nesquik still.
You know you can gain calories from smelling. It's like 1 calorie. Look it up. Okay. Okay, here's another one. So I was walking through this guy's lawn, and he said, "Get off my property or I'll kill you." So I killed him, and I took his hat. Look.
Oh, I was playing Red Dead Redemption. My bad.
I was like, where did this come from?
And they're out of context, so they're funny.
That's the thing. The button is my hand. Roll up window.
What is that?
When you said the button is my hand.
That's what your mom said.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure you said
No, your mom says that. Don't get me and your mother confused. I look like her.
Okay, here's one I don't understand. 4,350. I am so confused.
Fuck me, man, but not in a gay way.
No homo.
That's how much I love you. I put my racism aside.
See, this is the thing. Logo says he doesn't care, but when you show him like a recent, like an old podcast, he's like, "Oh man, I say that." You're like, "Oh man, I don't, you know."
I don't remember saying that.
I don't remember. I don't remember saying that, bro. I got the proof right here. Anyway, that's we're just gonna wrap it up there. I don't know what we talked about this podcast.
We talked about everything. It's been a while, so we're catching up with almost everything.
Yeah. So this is hopefully maybe season 3 set.
Yeah, we just call this the Gangbang Podcast. So it's a lot of everything at one time.
Yep. It's the old fake hotel.
Fake Gangbang Podcast. If that's not the title, then I'm going to be pissed.
Man, did you see? You flagged our last podcast, man.
I did?
Yeah, you said our title is going to be Tesla broke my dick, so I put that on the title, flagged.
But it's true. I mean, if you have a 2,000-pound robot riding your dick, I'm pretty sure it's going to break your penis. It's like fucking a car. If it runs the slap over your dick, it's going to...
Well, YouTube is just like, no, sir. So I had to change it.
Oh, this is what fucking pisses... It's so stupid how you... Oh, what a fuck. That's a topic for another podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Good night. It's been the Jared Leno Show. Fuck you. Go to sleep.
Bye.